Hello everyone and welcome into another cast of Goblin Mirror 2 patch 1.09 KHD edition on Force of Isen II, the map that we all know that I love to death. Today we got, although, my lovely Goblin Mirror. So let's take a look. At the bottom it's going to be Kira playing as Goblin, and at the top it's going to be Imperius also as Goblin, so we got yellow against red. And I heard already the cave bats. Well, it's really nice that you took power points so fast, and cave bats are really decent, reduce the armor and damage, and you of course can scout your opponent, but what you can scout in the early stage of the game, you can scout that your opponent got 2 tunnels. Let's check if they were aware they're playing mirror. No, so now they are. But only thing that you are able to scout in this point is that your opponent is turning standard like you are doing it with goblins. But of course we got to take into consideration that Imperius took random, so Kira was kind of forced to find out what his opponent is playing, which race he possessed and how to play. And now we can see that Imperius decided to go forward with tunnels, which this builder was actually over there, and he could throw down the tunnel faster right here, so it could produce resources a little bit faster as well. This is RTS, so every second matter. On the other side, Kira decided to go with double Goblin Cave because he realized, okay, we are playing mirror, so there will be tons of goblins and definitely some trolls later on. But he got different opening. As we can see, he got 2 tunnels in the base as from the beginning, the main tunnels, and in the top side he already prepared the evacuation tunnel, the tunnel that he's going to attack on the side. Of course, it forced him to reduce the amount of resources that he gathers because he doesn't get this tunnel for a while. But in the long run, it also benefits him if he's going to deal a decent amount of damage with goblins that will pop out of this tunnel. We'll see what's going to happen. Yellow player decided to go for tunnels near home, it seems, as he rather liked to play it safe from the very beginning of the game, while Kira rather going expanding, and let's see if it's going to work out for him. So he find out the first tunnel, and definitely Goblin Mirror 2 is not Rise of the Witch King, so your poison blades works towards structures. I know that's weird, but it is what it is. If tunnel had been cancelled, it's not been destroyed completely by Goblin Warriors. They hasn't received level 3 out of this. And on the other side we got first skirmish that will be won by red player. He's throwing the Fisher at the moment. His opponent is doing the same. He was a little bit faster, and another tunnel is going down, this time on level 2, and this battalion should get away. They're on level 2, you would like to heal them up and later use them to destroy another tunnel. In the meantime, force those units to get away as well, out of position them a bit. So Kira is really good in out of positioning the opponent, definitely with goblins. He's done it to my dwarves like pretty easy. He was playing like with me like I'm some kind of 12-year-old kid that just started the game. So that was it. But anyway, skirmish against goblins. In Goblin Mirror it's definitely better to get those units in the defense stance because they get more health, and with the other battalion in the aggressive. But you get to micro both battalions at the same time, which may not be cost efficient for you. So as we can see, Imperius decided to go for more tunnels in the base, while Kira seems to realize that those tunnels outside the base are not going to be cost efficient for him, so he decided to create some tunnels near his base as well to be easier to protect them. In the meantime, we'll see first cave trolls, maybe later Ultra Marauders with archers, which are really effective as well. But most of the players are just rushing for Drogo for some reason. I hope that on this matchup it's not going to happen, because it may cost the game each of the player if they're going to rush for Drogo, which is really great hero, and whoever got him first with good economy behind him is going to be winning the game. But you shouldn't definitely get the hero from 5k just at the start of the game, or even thinking about it. More trolls, more goblin warriors, no archers. No. First troll on the other side, he will take a stick, as I like to call it. He will take a tree. And let's check the command points, because we haven't seen the command points and power points of the players. Imperius got 5 power points and 450 command points, while he's consistent in producing units, which is really important in mirrors. On the other side, we got 500 command points also at the moment for Kira, who is still consistent in producing units, so they're pretty equal at the moment, to be honest. One tunnel there, one tunnel here, it's not going to make so much difference. I hope that those trolls are going to creep some workers in the meantime, because this troll is doing completely nothing. The other one just get around the entire map over there to get on the other side, which is super weird. But it seems that they are not creeping, they are just concentrating on the tunnels, trying to destroy tunnels of each other. Really good save over here out of Imperius, so his opponent is not able to get more and more power points out of this, and he's still dealing damage. Important thing in Goblin Mirrors, you would like to get this troll on level 3 or 4 at least to get heal up over time, so this is pretty decent and important. Oh my god, he turned around. If he only does not turn around this troll, he could actually punch the other one first and actually win, but now it's not going to happen. Other troll from the back is going to kill it. But there is another attempt, another attack. I don't think so that using all those units to destroy one tunnel is cost efficient. And we got help from Marudas out of Kira, so it's Fisher level 2, really important against trolls. And I hope to will see some archers as well from him, while he's still going for only Goblin Warriors at the same time. Pikes could actually get from behind of this troll and kill it. It wasn't the greatest attempt out of Imperius. Those two trolls will be defeated. 11 gap the trolls of the opponent. As we can see, this troll received level 3 and he is healing over time. Also, the health of the troll is 2200, while the other troll is only 2000. God damn it, math. 2000. So if you level up the troll, you get 100 health more, and on level 3 those trolls are healing up, and this is really important in Goblin Mirror. Everything matters. Whitesman of Downland out of Imperius, and he's summoning it in the back in order to take down the Fisher. So no more trolls, no more Hatru Marauders. It's kind of payback for killing those two trolls. They're not able to deal that much damage. Another builder on the battlefield from Kira, and maybe he'll be able to save this fish on level 2. Maybe we'll see. It looks like it. And also the Goblin Cave will be saved over there for time being. So this is really nice, really well done. It was so close for Imperius to deal damage, but he wasn't able to do it, while Kira decided to split the army. And this is way better in order to deal damage and get treasures out of the tunnels and other things. Because you're not only summoning those Whitesmen to just destroy some fissures or goblin caves, but you're doing it also to get some more resources out of this, and also to destroy the economy of your opponent. In the meantime, as you can see, Imperius was trying to creep. Saying that he was trying to creep because I don't think so that Kira will not see this and will not creep check the opponent. In the same time, as we can see, where is this? Fisher is still on level 1, but we got Shelob, and this is really decent counter for even for a pikes. But for how long? You are forced to spend 2k resources on one unit actually. Of course, this one unit can kill everything, but are you going really to invest so much resources to harass one little unit? Like one battalion of Haltron Marauders or stuff like that? So it seems that Kira is not realizing that there are rumbles over there. In the meantime, Imperius decided to attack from the side, which is really decent, and Kira react to this well. He got to protect those structures, so I think the other Spider Hall expansions could be useful, but he's creeping at the same time, doing pretty decent job over there. Imperius is losing trolls, as we can see. Haltron Marauders doing decent job over there. He was able to creep as well, and I guess he's getting an advantage over there. He got himself a Shelob, maybe because he realized that his opponent possessed a Shelob and he will be left off, but I don't think so that Shelob is that big of the deal if you're able to produce more and more units. As I said before, it's only one unit that can chase one unit, and maybe it can kill every unit that you threw down at it, and every troll, but as I said, you can outmaneuver the Shelob with tons of units. She cannot be everywhere in the same time. This troll lost will be it happening. Level 6 troll, leveling up the Shelob to level 3, but nothing else matter. Nothing else really happened. Really miss micro. Maybe not, but red player doesn't realize that there is Warclaw and he could get additional 300 resources and level up. But it's easy to say it when you cast a game and not playing. And Goblin Mirrors are pretty intense. More trolls, so we are not going for official level 2, and I think it's going to not pay well for the Imperius over there. He's getting himself a builder. It seems that, well, I think at least that Kira is playing on high resolution because he cannot see the builder over there near the trees. Or he doesn't really care. He doesn't really care. He allowed this builder to be there and now he's going to kill it. Treasures will be taken. In the meantime, it seems that Kira decided to step up for a minute, thinking about what he's going to do. We get 600 command points for Imperius, 650 for Kira. Not that big of the deal, not that big of the difference. But here is the difference. There is a troll being punched, and those Haltron Marauders should definitely take care about him. We get Gorkil on the battlefield as well, on level 3 at the moment with Skull Totem. Now let's check what is going to happen. Again, another Westbound down on summon. And I think this time it's going to work out. But for what cost? I mean, is Shelob is going to die or she will be super low on health? This is why the other expansion, Spider Hall expansion, should protect this fissure as well. Really nice attempt, and as you can see, more tunnels will went down over there on the side of Yellow Goblin. Just spread Wildsmans, attack the infrastructure, not the production structures all the time. Something that I don't like and really I'm against is to quote units like that. You get 3 battalions, you already spend resources. I know that's not much, but you can definitely invest those kind of resources into even one tunnel more. This is all I am asking for. Watcher. Okay, but what are you really going to deal? What kind of damage? There is instant terror from both sides. And we got Link Summon. Different approach, it seems, in PowerPoints. And as I said, this troll can only be preoccupied with one Wildsman of Downland battalion while the other battalion is just destroying those tunnels. I hope this battalion is in the grandstand, so they are not taking that much damage. They're not dealing that much damage as well, 50% less, 15% less, but it's still worth it, as we can see. And only one summon Whitesman Downland can deal decent amount of damage towards Thanos if you micro correctly. Shelob will be forced to get away. Gorkill is still here, but maybe killed. Lynx will disappear in no time. There is another attempt. 3 battalion of Goblin Warriors and the Troll. There is nothing in the tunnel, it seems, but those 2 tunnels on level 3, while Yellow doesn't possess tunnels on level 3. He's still consistent trying to rebuild his tunnels, and this is painful as well on the side of Yellow Goblin Imperius. As we can see, the amount of resources and command points, we get 6 power points at the moment available for Imperius and 11 for Kira. As Imperius is trying to take care about the tunnel level 3, he will not be able to do it. This troll is going down, dealing completely no damage. In the meantime, there is another attempt. There is only tunnel level 3 that got more and more armor, 25% extra armor out of level 2. So this is really important to save your tunnels, so they will be tougher and tougher and get tower on top of it, and also produce more resources. Another Fisher though, no level up, so it seems that the yellow player decided to just stick with standard build order and producing tons of units, while red player decided to go for kind of different build, going for Haltru Marauders, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long term. Imperials get 9 power points, 700 command points almost, and the scale totem been used. In the meantime, it seems that there is a worm, and as I said, Kira is not going to spend all his money. He knew where the entire army of his opponent is, and to be honest, it's risky. It's risky when you get like 5 trolls against you. It's really risky. You might be forced to use the worm, but not here. Okay, about worm. I know that you are forced to just push back the entire army of your opponent, and you may deal really decent amount of damage and actually kill the entire army, which is super weird. Shouldn't happen, because this army should just get away as fast as possible and move actually forward, so the worm cannot catch up, which actually trying to be happening at the moment. Shelob in the back is going to be killed. 4 trolls, actually 3. This one may be killed actually, and Gorky been killed by. If you got a worm in this scenario, I would rather go with this worm and destroy production structures, and actually with worm you can destroy the production structures, but I understand the need of using the worm defensively, killing the units, and buy time for the Drogov to appear. Whitesman of Downland summon, and here we go. 4 trolls, Whitesman Downland as a cover, and there is Whitesman Downland defensive summon. I wouldn't do it. It's not going to change anything. But Shelob is going to change everything. As we can see, instant terror. All those trolls are going to run away. Troll got to be on level 4 in order to not get instant feared. And just save them. So the Whitesman Downland, they were not able to deal any kind of damage. War Chant, it was panic button over here. He could definitely use them in the different stunners as he used to do it from the entire game. Summon them, destroying those tunnels level 2, this tunnel level 3. Really lower the economy standard of Imperius. And now Imperius is trying to do it again. 4 trolls, spamming of units, but as we know already, there is a Drogov. Kira is aware of the situation. He will come back and prepare his defense. And actually now this army should split. Because you are aware, okay, there is Drogov, I got only grand units, no archers. I cannot deal any kind of damage. My Gorkil may be pinned down and kill. Now as we can see, Drogov level 2, Gorkil is trying to get away, Shelob is trying to get away. Lots of resources been spent on those trolls and it doesn't work out. What this goblin should do, he got free goblin caves, so there should be archers all day long. Panic towers, which is not the greatest thing. Fireball, it's not going to kill the Shelob, but pull it away. Almost level 6 on the other Shelob, which is Poison Stinger, really decent power point in mirrors against other heroes. Cannot be used on flying units, but still decent. And now, when you get Shelob as Kira does, almost 1k recount those combine points, you should think about creating like 2 more Goblin caves, 1 more Fresher in the front, spreading those structures, because your opponent is going to get a Balrog. And you are aware that he's not going for anything else, he's going straight for the Balrog, and you would like to spread the amount of production buildings that you possess, so not all of them will be destroyed by the Fire Demon. I know I'm talking about super late game scenario, but you got to be prepared for everything. And Kira saw the water like 10 minutes ago or so, so he is aware that Balrog is coming, that his opponent definitely got enough command points, power points in order to get Balrog at some point. And one the other thing, Balrog can use the whip against Drogov, and unless Drogov is not level 8, this whip can kill him. With Ignite, of course. So this is important as well, to not come near Balrog when he appear with your Drogov, because this Drogov may be what just whipped and killed pretty easily. No transitions yet. In this position, when you know that your opponent is just throwing out tons of towers near his base and doesn't really possess pikes, you may go actually also for the giants and finish his fortress. I know it's really like bold move, but it may work out. Because as you can see, there are only trolls, and trolls are like level up for Drogov actually. They cost so much, it's 600 resources, every one of them. And they're dying like they're nothing. At this point, you got 22 power points. You might go for heal actually. You don't need to go straight for the tier 4 power points. Definitely in Goblin Mirror, you got upgraded fortress, so Balrog is not going to destroy it. Also, you shouldn't attack with Balrog the fortress of the opponent. You should attack the production structures with your Balrog instead of a fortress. Another Wiseman of Downland summon. Isn't going to be enough. I don't think so. Lynx will be summoned to protect the fissure. 25 power points, I guess, for both the players. Yes, indeed, they both got 25 power points. One of them will get summon Drake, yes, summon Dragon, and the other is going to summon Balrog. Both of those units, we may call summons, are able to destroy everything over there except Fortress. Almost Fireflight, my beloved PowerPoint of Drogov actually. Poison Stinger, level 6 Shelob. There are not lots of archers. Now you can produce archers actually in this stage of the Goblin Mirror, because they can deal with Goblin Warriors pretty easily, and this is what you're supposed to think about. And the summon could be used like right now, destroying this section and this section. Maybe this in back, don't come for the fortress. Defensive water out of Imperius. It means two things. I don't have any units, so I cannot fight with you in the open. So I need to protect myself somehow. And second, I'm really desperate. Okay, so there is summon Drake and even a worm. And there is Drogov on the other side of the other player. Pretty late, but we're waiting for this summon Balrog actually at some point, and I think this Shelob is going to be killed. Yes, Shelob been killed by this summon over there. Wiseman Dalant in order to destroy the tunnel level 3. First tunnel level 3 went down, the other as well, and it's looking really good. It's looking really good. Just destroy the economic status of your opponent. Don't go for the fortress. You may destroy the expansions, but don't care about the fortress. There is summon Balrog. Is he going to be ignited? I hope so. Yes, there is. And Goblin Mirrors, you're not forced, or you shouldn't even bother to get Fire Drakes. To be honest, you may go for expansions and more production buildings, but Drakes are not that important. And here we go. Breath of Fire. And he's going for those Goblin Caves. Official rebels are still here. Whip been used. Drogov trying to level up. This Drogov is safe on level 5. In the back, Whitesman down on dealing damage. Decent whip, and as we can see, Kira decided to recreate his base at the moment, while he could do it a while ago. Also, almost 15 power points. It means only one thing, at least in my opinion, it should be darkness. If you're able to take darkness. If you're not able to take darkness, just go for water if you need to. Okay, so this town level 3 is still standing, Rebels still standing, and you get to reproduce your units, and this is okay. Watcher or Warchant could be used over there actually, and Scale Totem, so those units will be a little bit tougher. Almost level 6, and I think he will get level 6 out of this troll. Yes, and now you can easily take down the troll of your opponent, the drog of your opponent, so you don't need to creep it. On level 6 with Fireball and Firefly, you can take down this level 2 Drogov, level 3 Drogov, let's call it. There is a heal as well, Whitesman down on the back, and we got this Drake. 2k for a Drake, not really that important, as I said before. So first thing first, you first punch this Drogov couple of times before he get away, and now you're using Firefly like now. Okay, never mind. Okay, here we go, Firefly, and there got to be okay, you forced him to get away at least. That was good. Wiseman Donmont able to destroy lots of structures, production structures, first time in this game actually. Gorky been killed over there, Panjan killed. And at this point of the game, more and more goblin caves everywhere, in the back, in the front, more and more fissures. Don't expect the Balrog to not reappear, you got to be prepared for it. White Down spread been pretty decent, taking a couple of tunnels, those two goblin caves as well. Produce more builders as well, both sides definitely. Produce more builders, more production buildings. On the side of yellow, definitely it could benefit them to get more tunnels on the air, if it's possible. As we can see, the most important tunnel is in the back on level 2. Okay, there is a Drake, and here we get some punches over there with those Goblin archers. And fireball will be used. Look at this, how ineffective it is against some kind of units like that. Shield up level 6, more and more goblin caves. There should be tons of goblin caves at the moment, and fissures. And even spider riders could be here. Really, you can mix everything at this point of the game. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. It could be really dangerous if only yellow realized what just happened over there. It could deal really decent amount of damage. And it's a little bit too late at this point. Oh, you got the poison stinger. Should be used. Indeed. And now, here we go. Shilob is dead. Drog of level 5, but low in health. Got to retreat. Got to heal up near the fortress. And we are just waiting for the summons to reappear, to be honest. To take down everything around. To force Drogov to fly away. 21 power points, spending on nothing. So it seems like... No, don't do this. Actually, the animation for Dragon, for Fireball is so long, it took so long, that you shouldn't use it on the units. It's not cost efficient, it's not time efficient. You may get some hits from those archers you don't want to. So don't waste your Fireball, Firefly for units. Like that. And create more and more stuff. 2 goblin caves and 2 fissure is not enough in this stage of the game. If you can, and you can, you should produce much more. Really nice firefly. And it was really decent fireball, but waste it on those goblins. If this fireball could be used right now, this Drogov could be killed. And of course, use the poison arrows when the opponent's flying beast or Drogov at this point trying to get away. Use War Chant on those goblin archers. Use the poison arrows when he's trying to get away, and then you deal a decent amount of damage. The poison arrows are going in far distance, so it's really beneficial for you. Whitesmith down on summon over there, protected. He's trying really to deal some damage, but he's not able to do it. He's only buying time. Builder may be catch and killed over there. Imperius may lose the builder, and he does. What I said about using powers against units, it's not worth it. Completely. This Drogov could kill those units. But at least we got tons of goblin archers at this point, and this is really good. This is what I was praying for a while in this matchup. Definitely more goblin caves. It's some kind of useful thing to have. Oh, there's Shelob. Gork had been killed. Drogov is super low in health, to be honest. Look at the amount of damage that one battalion of goblin archers were able to deal. And here we go. War Chant into poison arrows. Now only Firefly. And this is it, thank you very much. Your Drogov is dead. My archer is still alive. They can actually move and not be burned. And this is it, no more stuff to throw at the goblin opponent. Except for Balrog and maybe Watcher, but Watcher is super defensive. 15 power points also. It means summon Worm. But you can actually summon Worm only in one position. It's really hard to micro with Worm. Tunnel level 3 is going to go down, really important for Goblin Mirrors to not allow your opponent to take it down. And forcing your opponent to use all the power points, as Water for example, as we're over here, or Awakened Worm. It's huge while you're killing all his heroes. Almost level 10. Maybe we'll see some Incinerate attack. And here we go, Darkness. This is what we are looking for. That's what I was waiting for, if I got to be honest. You don't need to really care about Worm at the moment. You can definitely deal some damage, level up to level 10, use those fireballs on whatever you like. And I think this is it. This is going to be a GG. We'll not see any kind of giants over there. But it's not that important. Really good repositioning with Worm also. And here we go, Fortress been taken down. And the game is over. The game is just over. At least Shelob got level 10. And this is it. Those structures, those rubbles that still remain get to be destroyed, but there is no units, there are no units on the battlefield, only 2 units right there that have been killed for the Goblin player, for Imperius. He got enough resources for Fortress, but he doesn't have a builder and no more structures. And this is it. Imperius has been defeated, the Goblin Mirror has been played. I hope you enjoy it. We haven't seen giants in this matchup, while we saw later on only Goblin Archers. That should be a little bit earlier, but it was okay. Definitely concentrate rather on the structures and not on the fortress, which is really important, which both the players does with their 25 power points power point respectively. And overall, it was really good match, really good game. Thank you for watching. It was really entertaining for me to cast it, and see you next time. Bye bye.